Big changes start January 1st, 2026. Ontario Fire Code updates, BoC rates, and housing impacts. Podcast Season 5 premiere. Ciao. Welcome to a new episode of helping you build wealth through real estate brick by brick with me, Nico James BoC, the founder of the Condo Wiz Group and broker at Keller Williams in Toronto. Today, we're unpacking the big regulatory, economic, and policy shifts that start January 1st and what they mean for homeowners, real estate pros, investors, and business owners. Remember the 7 factors that affect real estate values: cost of ownership, job security, population growth, supply, which is inventory, regulatory changes, global factors, and replacement value versus market value. We'll be looking at 5 of those factors today. Fire Code overhaul effective January 1st. The Ontario Fire Code has been updated with major safety reforms that take effect January 1st. Expanded carbon monoxide alarm requirements now apply to every residential floor and adjacent to every sleeping area whenever a fuel-burning appliance, fireplace, or attached garage is present. Affecting homeowners, landlords, and condo owners alike. Code now formally adopts updated national standards, CNULC S536 2019 and S537 2019 that tighten inspection, testing, and documentation of fire alarm systems in buildings. Real-world impact. This means increased compliance work for property managers and potentially capital expenditures for alarms and inspection systems. Employment and hiring law changes. Under the Employment Standards Act, ESA, and Working for Workers reforms, job postings January 1st onward must include compensation details or salary ranges for publicly advertised jobs, with certain exemptions. Employers must also disclose the use of AI in hiring and notify interviewed candidates of outcomes within 45 days. Additional procedural changes include clearer postings about vacancies, record retention, and removing Canadian experience requirements. Why it matters. Transparency increases, hiring friction decreases, but employment processes will need policy updates and monitoring. Bank of Canada announcements. The last announcement was on December the 10th, 2025. It was the last announcement of 2025, and the bank held its key policy interest rate at 2.25%. Governing Council guidance suggests stability around this rate is expected if inflation remains near target. Next key date is January 28th, 2026. What it means for real estate. Borrowing costs for new buyers or refinancers are likely to remain elevated relative to historical norms, and that stability shapes affordability, demand timing, and investor strategy. Immigration and labor mobility updates. Canada's new immigration levels plan for 2026 to 2028 sets annual targets, approximately 380,000 new permanent residents per year, and includes more structured pathways for economic immigration and transitions to PR, with an emphasis on labor needs. International student allocations continue under a federal cap system that will influence post-secondary demand and housing markets. A significant shift in immigration policy is the phasing out of open work permits, replaced by more job-specific work licenses beginning in 2026, tightening employer accountability and aligning foreign workers with labor market shortages. Implication: labor supply, demand for rentals, and workforce mobility will shift, a critical consideration for market forecasting and long-term planning. Some other key January 2026 changes. Labor mobility reforms under Ontario's Free Trade Working for Workers Act allow for out-of-province certified professionals to work in Ontario quickly while completing full registration. Ontario is adjusting its tax brackets and thresholds for 2026, which will influence after-tax income and consumer behavior. Toronto local policy changes, example toll adjustments or solid waste fee increases, may start affecting household budgets immediately in January. Impaired driving crackdown. Lifetime driver's license ban for impaired driving causing death and mandatory remedial education for first-time alcohol or drug-related offenses. Vehicle theft license suspensions, escalating penalties for vehicle theft, as well as including a lifetime suspension for a third conviction. Expanded province-wide recycling program kicks off. Standardized recycling list under manufacturer producer control now includes cups, black plastic containers, ice cream tubs, as well as toothpaste tubes, deodorant, and more. Heads up, some of these don't immediately shift real estate regulation, but they change demand drivers and household economics, something you must factor into market predictions. A reminder, if you own property in Toronto, be sure to complete your Toronto Vacant home tax declaration as soon as possible, and long before the April 30th, 2026 deadline. Let's keep you compliant and ahead of penalties. If this episode brought clarity, don't keep it to yourself. Like the podcast, share it with your network, and tell me in the comments what topic you want covered next. Ciao, ciao.